Hello, viewers and friends. Today's subject is faith and hope that everybody needs. They want to hope for something in their life. They want to give faith in something they can trust. So these two things, hope and faith. So if we have a family, how you can have a hope? For what you need a hope? So if you're married and maybe you're living with your wife and your children. If you're not living, you're divorced, or your kids away, or your wife away, or your husband away, there's a problem. So you might be in a depressed, or you might be engaged in somewhere that you want to be or you not want to be. So in these circumstances, you are hoping for something and also having lack of faith. Lack means you don't have faith. If you have faith, you will hope for better. But what you are believing in, whom, that depends. Who can give you what you want? So there is a faith comes in where that you are depending to achieve something that you want in your life to become happy. So the family, you need to make many things to fulfill. For the children, for the wife, for the husband, you need many things to do. So people are devoting their time for doing or supporting or to make them happy by giving gifts, by hugging, by kissing, by whatever. So it's all for a object like a aim. They want to be happy. They want something. They want their family to be good in their standard in the society. So there is hope and faith. So people, if they got trouble in different circumstances, so those circumstances which make them in a depressed way of life, they will be out of faith, they will be out of hope. So for those, they need to find a right way to get all. First, you have to go through all. You have to study or to get advice from those who knows more things about God or a miracle person or an advisor. Who is the best that you can adopt to achieve these things for your family? So we have religions, many religions, Hindu, Christian, Muslim, Sikh, Buddhist, many religion that we have. So with this faith and beliefs, people are going in accordingly whatever they are believing, or temples, church, mosques, wherever they are going to get what they needed. They are praying for. So the prayer that is really giving a faith in them to get something. They are keeping their faith in getting something. If they are not getting, what would happen? If they are not getting what they want, what will happen? So they will lose their faith in what they are believing. So, faith and hope that you have to create by yourself with your own ability. Your ability that comes when your mind or your body and your thoughts to a right God. That's you have to choose who is right. I cannot tell you because people are moving in different way. So they have to think who is right, who is wrong. If they are picking a stone from a ground, according to them, maybe they have picked the ordinary one as good. So they will be benefited from the ordinary stone. Maybe somebody will pick the right, maybe the gold stone. So they will get the golden advantage. Somebody will pick the diamond. They will get the diamond advantage. Like that, your faith, you should be on a right way to achieve your goal or whatever you need. So then only it will be like a diamond advantage or a golden advantage or a ordinary advantage like ordinary stone. So first, for your family, you have to discuss what is right with your children, with your wife and your husband. You have to be in a time where that you can spend together to make such discussion, to see what is right in for a family, to run very smoothly and happily and with hope and faith in God. And one very important thing that if you are living in a community, you have to follow certain things. And if you are following a religion, they will say this thing to do. You have to follow that. You have to follow that. So in addition that, if you are not able to achieve, you are not able to give, you are not able to make your life beautiful or to happy. So you have to think and you have to decide which way you have to travel, whom you have to ask. So this is one thing a family must understand. That is the hope that you are getting through a faith. By making a faith in yourself with somebody in that I mean who you are believing as a God in your family. So from that you are making a hope for the future that your family will be like that, your children will be like that. They will reach in a very good position and you all will be safe from a danger or from diseases or like that you think. So you have to make your family in an able way that you can have a faith in yourself and to where that you're asking to have something. People are playing in the ground. They are kicking many times the ball, but rarely they are getting the goal. But if a person who is kicking the ball towards the goal post, if it is slightly divert from the goal post, what will happen? You will say, unlucky. I'm unlucky, my God. But if he got a goal, he will thanks to God. Yes, thanks to God. So this is happening in life. Sometime you will get, sometime you won't get. But you have to keep the hope because everything is busy. The wind is busy. The sea is busy. Like that you can think. God is also busy because there is too many things in this world. You can think like that. Maybe my God didn't heard my prayer, so I lost it. You can, but you can keep on doing praying again. That is the hope to keep your faith in consistent way. That is, I'm giving an example, that is as a football. It's happening in most of the games, in education. If you fail one time, that you will say, my God, you didn't help me to pass. You can try again because you are praying, maybe God didn't hurt. He's busy with something else. That is the harm. People must understand this. For the family, you have to discuss with this. You have to tell your kids and your wife and your husband that we can be failing anywhere, in a job, in education, in a disease. Maybe you all get very worst diseases in your life that you were not able to survive. You definitely, they will say, why God rejected me, that I am not getting relief from a pain. God is busy. There is plenty of things to do by God there. Many hundred billions of people in the world. Many more than that. There's creatures, ants, lions, tigers, tortoises, dogs, cats, rabbits. Lot of creatures in this crocodile. And the sea, whales, shark, fishes, lot of. So all got such kind of emotions that include pain, anger, and worries, desires, all kinds of emotions that most of the creatures got. So whenever they is hungry, they will bark, they will cry, they will think about God. Don't ever people think that only a man can such emotions. Most of the creatures got such emotions that they're praying to God. Then looking for a food, they're praying to their God, but you are not seeing. Birds crying, they need a food, they're also looking for food, and they will also be in a worried position where they are not getting food. So they will blame sometimes to God. So this is the thing for a family to understand. Daily life, most of the people are facing troubles in a job area, in a family, in a friendship circle. If you lost one friend away from you, that's gone by having a dispute with you and he's gone. So you people wants to make them back in your group. Again, you have to go and tell them, sorry, that we need you back in our group. So there's many things. Why you need to back him to your group? So there may be a hope. There may be something that you're expecting will be good with him in your group. So like that, somebody will go, somebody will come back. Some maybe not welcome them back, but they will make new guy to come. They will pick new one. Like that, the friendship will grow. This gone away person will join somewhere and there will be a group. Like that, it will go. So, in all level of lives, you have to understand all this. You have to teach from your family. So they will teach their friends, they will teach their employees will teach. Like that, it will spread and the employees will teach the employee. There will be a teacher in corporates. A psychiatric teacher can be appointed for to make such solution. Sickness is a very important thing that people are suffering, making more money for to get a relief. They're all time, they're working more time. If anybody is sick in their family and they want to get relief by paying more money to the doctors, hospitals and all. So the sickness make them in a depressed life. So they will go here and there, temple, mosque, church and all. And they will do many things to get a relief from a pain, but they won't get it. Why they won't get it? There's nobody to tell them that whatever you are doing is not reaching to God. Like a movie that Three Idiots, not a Three Idiots, a PK, not a Three Idiots, PK. They said your prayer is not reaching to God. You're doing a wrong dialing, wrong number. You're dialing a wrong number. So you have to dial again and again, because sometimes when we are calling office, the call will go, but they won't pick up. Sometimes the call will end in office, internet office, the broadbands. They will say, customer is busy. You have to be in line, like the all Vodafone, all kinds of connections. They will say that, whatever, like that. When we are making a call, not supposed to reach in first time. Maybe you have to make it again and again, maybe. So this is what is happening in life. You have to knock again and knock again. That is a hope that's making you live in faith. Knock and knock and knock. One day the door will open. That is the hope. One day the door will open. One day the prayer will be listened. That is the hope. And hope and faith. Then power. Some people need power. They need a power. So their faith into have a power. For the power, they will do many things. They will marry people and have a powerful child. But they don't know what is actually power. Most of the prophets, most of the miracle men came into this world. They have prayed by looking upwards and given thanks to the Almighty God that the power comes from above. So you have to understand that its power is not by like that you can take. It's giving by a wish of God, that maybe the God create the God's Almighty God like a person and gives as a power to survive or exist for a purpose. That is power. So power is a gift from a God. Don't run for a power that make you mad. That make you mad. Power is from a God. Angels, maybe angels touch. So people, those who are running to have a power to heal, to do something like Jesus did, like other gods did, other prophets did, other apostles did. So the gifts they are getting from a God or angel by doing a practice, by consistency. They are showing the consistency in keeping their closeness with God or angels, whoever, giving them the power. So such type of people will get sometime, maybe they won't get. Like this, knock and knock sometimes. You will get it or not get it, but you have to keep the faith for knocking. I'm Christian, but I can talk generally that as we are believing the resurrection, resurrection is an impossible thing to a common man because it cannot be believed by a common man. Everybody is dying, and that is turned or transformed into dust. That is the belief of all. So a person is coming to this world and saying that I'll rise up in the third day. And also those prophets, very before that's written about a person that he will come and rise up and live like this is written already. So such kind of resurrection is possible with the help of God, angels. That is a hope and faith. That is, all people cannot conceive or to adopt or to achieve. It rarely happens. It's a wish of God. It's a blessing or it's a purpose for all this is happening. It's an example that I can give in college or schools. Many hundreds of students in a class, and how many are winning? How many got A rank? Like one or two. Like that, 100 lakhs of people are there, or 100 billion is there. There is one might get this power from above, and he will do the miracles in different ways. Some may get the gift to teach, some may get to heal, some may get to show the way for the people, to advise how to live, how to do things. So, this is the faith of a prophet or God's son, that he said that he himself as a God and he will resurrect. Resurrection, that's he will rise up. So if it comes to fertility, very important thing. Man wants a fertility like those people are doing in agriculture and all. Many are doing in our office, corporate jobs. But those who are doing an agricultural field job, that's important thing for them. They will praying to God to have a good fertility for the land and their agriculture, whatever they're seeding. They need fruits out of what they're giving. So for such people, they must also to believe. Most will collapse when they face floods. Floods, earthquakes, and natural destruction. Because these floods will take away their things. So that time they will be worried. They will blame God. Why is this happened to us? So such kind of things will happen to these farmers also. They will be in trouble if it happen like that. So for those who are suffering like this is a natural phenomenon. It can happen any time. A wind can come at any time, a flood can come at any time. A sea can be rose again to the land. This all can happen. So, but the farmers, you are doing a job is good for others that they can have food. So you people have to keep the faith in you that even if you are facing a loss in your hard work of agriculture, you have to keep your faith in your God, who are you believing as right. You have to ask or to depend. You have to live or to make yourself in a good faith. Also, you have to approach to the sources that you can get to make a solution for what you lost out. So that's how you have to deepen or you have to approach those resources is available to make you happy to live again and to have a faith and hope for the future. That is for farmers. Then education is already been said by me that they also must get a knowledge from house. Parents must say that, discuss this them that once if you failed, it's not a problem that you have to write again till we passed. So that kind of advice is making your children grow up in a happy way. Otherwise, they will fear. Once if they fail, they will fear what will happen to me in house and in society. So this is the problem in education that people are afraid of failing because they are in a hurry to achieve something. If they lost 1 year, that makes them in problematic life because they are spending more money for a year. So they don't want to lose 1 year. They have to make, they want to make their children pass in all years. Like they don't want to lose a year. So if we are giving such kind of task for the children, some genius, some intellectual children, they will ladder means step up. They will go, but medium and under average, like very low people, low and poor, they cannot be sometimes. They will lose, they will fail. For them, that I'm saying that you have to keep your faith. You have to tell the children that not a problem if you fail for a year. You have to sit in the same class and learn the same thing again. That will make you your base strong. Your base strong. You have to study again and move to further for the future. That's the way you have to advise your kids and children. And next, for the job, if you're trying to get a job, you have to prepare for the job with faith and hope. The faith you have to show in your body and in your mind. Then try for and practice. Practice is important thing. But only when you have faith and hope that you will practice. Otherwise, you won't practice. If you're hoping that this practice can make a result, so you will practice. For to make such practice, you need a faith in yourself and in what you are asking. To whom? The faith. To whom that you're doing. To God, whoever you that you're believing is good for your faith and in hope. That is for the job that you have to try. Practice that makes perfect. Sometimes you lost, sometimes you were not able to perform. Sometimes you do good, sometimes you lost, but you have to keep learn yourself by with your mistakes and victory. Both you have to. People are always talking and advising people, don't think negative. Don't think negative, only positive. The mind and body and heart. It's completely with the negative and positive. If there is a negative energy, there's a positive energy too. If you want to light a bulb, you need a positive and negative. Like that, your body needs both negative and positive. If you are thinking something negative, then you will think about the positive. If you are not thinking any negative, you won't think any positives. So your negative thoughts is not a bad. But if you think a negative, you should think a positive to solve it. That is the way you have to think it. Many people are advising, don't think negative. That is a pressurizing people not to think negative. Negative is there always. The life experience completely negative. But when you're thinking positive to make a solution over, to win, or to face, to overcome, to survive, that is the positive thinking, to overcome the negative. Negative, you need to think to prevent incidents. Suppose you are going out from a house, you don't have work, maybe you have a work, you have to think what will happen. If it is bad happening, what will happen? And if there is anybody is coming and my brake won't work, so what will happen? It's all naked. Whatever that I'm going to have, maybe it's not available there, what will happen? Whenever you are thinking as a native, it won't happen what you need. But you have to think at the same time positive. How it can happen. That is how I can make it possible if it is not available there, if it is not there, or if anybody is not giving, so what way I can achieve it? These positive thoughts. Positive and negative is there in a body. So you have to think both. Without negative, there is no positive. Every positive comes from a negative. That is, you have to keep in mind. And also one more thing, that most of the people, like 90% of the people in this world, having the dreams. They daydream and night dream and all kinds of dreams people are seeing when they're sleeping. Some may see the dream by open eyes. That is daydreams. But all kinds of dreams, the dreaming for the life to become something, that is a dream of to become something. But other than this, there is dreams coming, showing your mind something else that you never seen, or you don't want to see, or something horrible, something bad, something like that, very annoying kinds of dreams coming. Or sometimes you are seeing very beautiful dreams in your life. So this is surrounding your surroundings and your natural phenomena. It's dreams, the past and the spirits and your family, forefathers, and the future and your mindset. What all is in your body, like the blood relationship with your family and your relatives and your forefathers, all kinds of things. The future, the rebirth, whatever, the spirit's attachment to the gods, blessing the angels, all. There is existence of many things. So the dreams can be many things, but sometimes you will see the dream, so you want to become like that. Somebody will follow the dream. Some may achieve that, somebody not. So to achieve that, need a practice. If you want to reach out across the sea of Arabian, you need to practice swimming. You need to practice swimming minimum 8 hours a day. So through such procedure, for a month or a year or after a year, you may able to cross a river. After that, if you practice again and again. Maybe you will be able to swim over the Arabian Sea. Like that. Like that, the dream. If it is coming, if you are seeing that your dream is as good and you want to achieve the dream, so you have to practice. You want to do miracles, you have to practice. If you want to be like a doctor, you have to study and pass out. Without pass out, they won't allow to become a doctor, engineer, in all kinds of profession. The dreams of people, children, they dream to become a doctor, dreaming to become an engineer, and all kinds of profession that existed in this present world. That is only you can do by a practice or a consistent, in a consistency way, like daily 8 hours or 12 hours or hard work more. If you're giving more hard work for your objective or your goal, what you need in your life, then definitely there will be a result. So, faith and hope that you have to create yourself, and this is you can get it from your parents. You have to take a time. You have to devote a time for to discuss all kinds of things in your family to make faith and hope in each individual in your family. This is a long lesson that I made in this video. Maybe I'm not able to add update, like upload. So I'm more than half. So I'm just finishing this topic. And I inspired by those biblical class, they're giving a faith and hope study, teaching. So from this, I have my own intention inside of me that asked me to talk something about faith and hope. I think this video is making good for you and your family members and friends. You can share, you can like, or you can comment. I'm stopping this video now. See you on another video. Don't forget to subscribe my channel, Reji Mathew.Ponntharael. I have made more than 350 songs and other videos available in my channel. You can subscribe and share and listen it. Some is good, some is bad. All kinds of things are like that. Some is good, some is bad. Sometime is good, sometime is bad. Some day is good, some day is not giving good to us. Like that, I made something is, some is bad. But you have to show the patience to listen all kinds of songs. Thank you, viewers. See you in another video.